गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। आज के वीडियो लेक्चर में हम लोग अगले टॉपिक के लिए आगे बढ़ेंगे और एक वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक है आज पढ़ाऊंगा मैं आपको, डिस्कस करूंगा। उसका नाम है जकोबियन। जकोबियन एक्चुअली होता क्या है कि देयर वाज अ मैथमेटिशियन, जर्मन मैथमेटिशियन। उन्होंने, जिनका नाम था सीजी जकोबी, जकोब जकोबी नाम था उनका। वो 1804 में से लेकर के 1851 तक जीवित रहे और उन्होंने अपना एक कंट्रीब्यूशन दिया कि अगर कोई भी ऐसा ये डिटर्मिनेंट है, फंक्शनल डिटर्मिनेंट है, जिसके माध्यम से हम किसी भी कार्टेशियन कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम के कोऑर्डिनेट्स को ट्रांसफॉर्म कर सकते हैं पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम में, उसको ट्रांसफॉर्म कर सकते हैं स्फेरिकल कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम में, उसको ट्रांसफॉर्म कर सकते हैं आपके सिलिंड्रिकल कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम में। तो ये बातें जो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन की गई, एंड दैट इज अ वेरी यूजफुल इन मल्टीपल इंटीग्रेशन एंड अदर टॉपिक्स ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन in mathematics. So today we shall discuss the Jacobian of a function, and it is Jacobian is nothing but it is a functional determinant. So I'm going to discuss with the Jacobian. Right here is Jacobian. Jacobian, it is a functional determinant. Functional determinant. It is a functional determinant. It was named first. It was named first by German mathematician C.G. Jacobi. Jacobi. 1804 to 1851. And it is useful, and it is very useful in multiple integration, and it transforms the function from coordinate system, Cartesian coordinate system, to polar coordinate system, cylindrical coordinate system, spherical coordinate system, etc. So I have written here, Jacobian is a functional determinant. It was named first by the German mathematician C.G. Jacobi, and the German mathematician, the life of German mathematician was 1804 to 1851. and it is useful in multiple integration, solving the difficult problems or multiple integrations. And what does this work? How does this work? एक्चुअली दिस वर्क, ये इसका काम क्या होता है ये बताना चाहता हूँ। ये क्या करता है कि फंक्शन को कार्टेशियन कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम से पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम में ट्रांसफॉर्म कर देता है, या कार्टेशियन सिस्टम से सिलिंड्रिकल कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम में ट्रांसफॉर्म कर देता है, स्फेरिकल या एस्फेरिकल सिस्टम कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम में ट्रांसफॉर्म कर देता है। ये इसी का वर्क होता है, इसीलिए ये आपका इंपॉर्टेंस होता है। और हम लोग पढ़ते हैं कि बहुत सारे ऐसे क्वेश्चन होते हैं मल्टीपल इंटीग्रेशन के, that becomes very tedious to solve the answers in Cartesian system। जैसे मान लो एक्स वाई में कोई ऐसा इंटीग्रेशन मिल जाए जिसको आप बहुत परेशानी होती है सॉल्व करने के लिए, तो उसको हम आसानी से सॉल्व कर लेते हैं पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम में चेंज करके। तो उसमें इसकी इस्तेमाल में आता है, और इसलिए हम इसको हम पढ़ते हैं। आइए, लेट्स डिफाइन द जैकोबियन definition। You write the definition: if u and v are any two functions of two independent variables x and y, then Jacobian of u and v with respect to x and y is denoted by JUV or del UV upon del x comma y, UV upon del x comma y, and defined by JUV is equal to del UV divided by del xy, and this is nothing but it is a determinant del u upon del x, del u upon del y, del v upon del x, del v upon del y. In this way, we define the Jacobian of the function. And this definition extends in another way. Just I am giving you the note of this definition. Suppose if u is a function of x, y, z, v is a function of x, y, z, and w is a function of x, y, z, then Jacobian of u, v, and w with respect to x, y, and z is del u, v, w upon del x, y, z, and this comes out to be del u upon del x, del u upon del y, del u upon del z, del v upon del x, del v upon del y, del v upon del z, del w upon del x, del w upon del y, del w upon del z. This defines. The first one, just I am taking the second note. If u is a function of x1, x2, xn, u1, u2 is another function of x1, uh, x2 xn. u3 is another function of x1 x2. Sorry, here is you can say writing this. You write it this way: u1 u2 is u2 in bracket this, u3 is u3 in bracket this, and similarly you will get un, and it is un ex1 x2 exn. Then this Jacobian del u1 u2 un divided by del x1 x2 exn is equal to del u1 upon del x1 del u2 upon del x2 and del un upon del xn del u1, sorry, it is u1, it is also u1, del u2 upon del x1 del u2 upon del x2 del u2 upon del xn and so on, and the last one del un upon del xn x1 del un upon del x2 and here is del un upon del xn. So in this way we define the Jacobian of the function, and it is a functional determinant of like this. Now for your practice purpose, just I am giving you some examples. And this is a very important and very easy topic of your syllabus concern. So just we look at the definition and the problems. Only you have to learn this how to write Jacobian of a function u v with respect to xy, u v w with respect to xyz. If you know the definition, you can do this problems. Just taking some examples. Here is example one. If x is equals r cos theta, y is equals r sin theta, then find del xy upon del r theta and del r theta upon del xy. Then how will you find? Just I am taking the solution of this question. Uh, we know that del x y upon del r theta is nothing but it is del x upon del r, del x upon del theta, del y upon del r, del y upon del theta. This is taken as equation number one. And the same one when del r theta upon del xy, you write here del r upon del x, del r upon del y, del theta upon del x, del theta upon del y. This is taken as equation number two. What are the given? It is given that x is equals r cos theta, y is equals r sin theta. So del x upon del r is equal to cos theta. Del x upon del theta, it is minus r sin theta. In this way, you can find here del y upon del r is sin theta, and del x del y upon del theta, it is r cos theta. And using these results in equation 1, we can get we can get del xy upon del r theta is equal to del x upon del r is cos theta, and del x upon del theta is minus r sin theta, and del y upon del r is sin theta. So here is sin theta, and del y upon del theta is r cos theta. So when we look at this expansion of this determinant, we will find this multiplied by this and this multiplied by this minus times. So it is r cos square theta and is minus, and here is plus r sin square theta. So r is taken, cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to r. So we have del x y upon del r theta is equal to small r. But how will you find del r theta upon del xy? It is given that x in terms of r and theta, y in terms of r and theta. Then you can easily you can easily got del xy upon del r theta is in this way, and this is the answer. But what about del r theta upon del xy? Meaning thereby, what is the Jacobian of r theta with respect to x and y? Then what is going to happen? You need just to write first. We write uh, r and theta in terms of x and y. For this purpose, you are squaring and adding, so it is r square is equal to x square plus y square, and r is equals square root x square plus y square, and tan theta is equals actually this happens y upon x. So we can say theta is equals tan inverse y by x. So what is the value of this? How will you find these values? Now you have written x in terms of sorry, you have converted by the given result uh, r converted into x and y function of x and y in terms of x and y, and whereas theta also you have converted in terms of x and y. And so you can find the del r upon del x, del r upon del y, as well as del theta upon del x, del theta upon del y, and then you get the answer of this question. So we proceed in this way. Here you write here del r upon del x. You know del r upon del x is nothing but it is 1 upon 2, and square root x square plus y square or into 2x, right? And so 2 has cancelled, and here is x upon root x square plus y square. In this way, also you can find del r upon del y, and similarly you can get 1 upon 2 square root x square plus y square on partial differentiation, and here is 2y. So y upon under root x square plus y square. And what is del theta upon del x? You know, del theta upon del x, you try to find, you means that you need to find del upon del x of tan inverse y by x. And this comes out to be 1 upon 1 plus y square upon x square into y upon x is differentiated partially with respect to x is minus y upon x square. So after simplifying this, you can get del theta upon del x is nothing but it is this is taken outside, so it is LCM of this one is x square plus y square upon x square, and this x square will be converted to multiplication. It gives x square upon x square plus y square. X square and x square has gone, so the terms remaining is minus y upon x square plus y square. And the same way, also you can find also del theta upon del y gives us 1 upon 1 plus y square upon x square into and here is plus 1 upon x, because y by x, when you differentiate partially y by x, 1 by x taken as a constant, so y, the differentiation of y with respect to y is 1. So it is 1 upon x, and here is 1 upon 1 plus x square plus y square. And then after simplifying, you will get here del theta upon del y is nothing but it is x upon x square plus y square. So in this way, you can get the values. Now substituting these values in equation 2, what will happen to result of this question? So on putting the values of uh, these values, you can say on putting these values in equation 2, we get del r theta upon del xy is equal to del r upon del x is how much? It is x upon square root x square plus y square, and del r upon del y is nothing but is y upon under root square root x square plus y square, and del theta upon del x is minus y upon del theta upon del yx is minus y upon uh, x square plus y square, and del theta upon del y is x upon x square plus y square. Expanding the determinant on expanding the determinant, we get del r theta upon del xy is equal to x square upon x square plus y square to the power 3 by 2 minus minus plus y square upon x square plus y square to the power 3 by 2. So when we look at this, simplifying this, you will get x square plus y square upon x square plus y square into square root x square plus y square. This has gone. And so 1 upon x square plus y square is square root. And this is nothing but it is 1 by r, because r is square root x square plus y square. This is the answer. So you have this example for your practice. X is equals r sine cos theta and y is equals r sine theta, and you have already determined the values of del xy upon del r theta and del r theta upon del xy. Let us consider another example for the sake of your convenience, so that you can have a more practice regarding this Jacobian. It is very important topic since it is a functional determinant, and which is going to be useful in the multiple integration and other topics of mathematics. So here, as well as engineering, so here we will discuss for this next another example. Just I am taking an example, another example, example 2. If x is equals e to the power b sec u, if x is equals e to the power b sec u, y is equals e to the power b tan u, find del xy upon del ub. And suppose you are asked this like in this way. So you must write the solution. It is very easy. You must find del xy upon del ub is nothing but it is del x upon del u, del x upon del b, del y upon del u, del y upon del b. And what is the del y del u? You need to find these values. So since x is equals e to the power b sine u, sorry, sec u, sec u, and y is equals e to the power b tan u. So you can get it, del x upon del u is nothing but it is e to the power b sec u tan u. You know, differentiation of sec u is sec u tan u with respect to u. And here del y upon del u, you can get here e to the power b is constant and sec u tan u is sec square u. And del u del x upon del b, you know, is equals e to the power b into sec u. And whereas del u upon del y upon del b is e to the power b tan u. Putting these values, you will get here del xy upon del ub is nothing but it is now e to the power b sec u and e to the power b sec u tan u and e to the power b sec u and just here is e to the power b sec square u and e to the power b tan u. And after simplifying, you will find here e to the power 2b sec u tan square v and sec tan square u and minus e to the power 2b sec cube u. You know, it is sec cube u. So e to the power 2b is taken out here. E to the power 2b taken out. And of course, you can take sec u is also out. So terms remaining is tan square u minus sec square u. Or we can write minus times e to the power 2b sec u, it is sec square u minus tan square u, and this becomes e to the power minus e to the power 2b sec u is the answer because it is 1. So it is answer. This is always 1. So in this way, we try to solve the several questions. You can have a more practice by taking some examples of your book and do the practice so that you can get the answers in this way. Now I'm just going to consider another example. So it can be more convenient in solving the questions. Here just I'm taking here example 3. If x is equals r sine theta cos phi and y is equals r sine theta sine phi and z is equals r cos theta. Actually, you have to find del x y z divided by del r theta phi. So you need to find del x upon del r is equal to sine theta cos phi. Del x upon del theta is equals r cos theta cos phi. And del x upon del phi, you know, it is r minus r sine theta sine phi. In this way, you can find also del y upon del r is equal to sine theta sine phi. Del y upon del theta is equal to r cos theta cos sine phi. And del y upon del phi is equal to, it is r sine theta cos phi. On the same way, you can get the values of del z upon del r, you know, it is cos theta. Del z upon del theta is equals minus r sine theta. And del z upon del phi is equal to 0. And thus we can see the determinant of this one, Jacobian, just as per question concern, Jacobian of this question, this one is del Here is x, y, z divided by del r theta phi. You know it is determinant of del x upon del r, del x upon del theta, del x upon del phi, del y upon del r, del y upon del theta, del y upon del phi, del z upon del r, del z upon del theta, and del z upon del phi. And after putting these values, you will find here sine theta cos phi, and r cos theta sin phi, you know, and minus r sin theta and sin phi. This is the determinant now. And the next one is del y upon del r is sin theta sin phi. And here is r cos theta sin phi, cos theta and sin phi. And here is uh, r sin theta cos phi, r sin theta cos phi, and it is del z upon del r is cos theta minus r sin theta, and here is 0. So after simplifying, expanding the determinant about third row, we get here is plus, here is minus, here is plus. So we get it is cos theta in bracket, this has gone, r square or sin theta cos theta, sin theta cos theta, sin phi cos phi. And when we multiply this into this, it is cos plus r square, and here is cos theta, sin theta, and sin square phi. This is the first one. This includes this one minus times r sin theta. So this plus, and this has gone and this has gone. So this becomes r sin square theta cos square phi, and this has gone plus r or sin square theta sin square phi. And when we solve this question, it is cos theta and r square is taken outside, and here is sin theta cos theta, sin phi cos phi is sin theta cos theta sin phi. So you can you can take out sin theta cos theta and sin phi is taken out. So terms are remaining in the bracket is r square has been taken, this has been taken, this has been, it is cos phi, and here is this has been taken, this has been taken, it is sin phi plus sin phi. And in the same way we can solve this by checking, and plus r sin theta, and I can say it is r sin square theta sin square phi. So it is r sin square theta is outside, and so now it becomes cos square phi plus sin square phi is 1. So this is the way, and after simplifying we can get the answer. After simplifying this, you can get the answer. So I am just going to, after simplifying, we can get the answer. So in this way, we try to find the solution of a question in very easy way, and you please do your practice at your home, so that you can be an expert with finding the Jacobian of the function. It is actually functional determinant, and it is going to be a very huge application in multiple integration, which will I will tell you in the uh, upcoming topics of syllabus. Till then, thank you. It's